Check out these trophies. We'll take you on Lake Wallenpaupack to collect them for spawning. Hello everyone, I'm Don Jacobs at Lake Wallenpaupack, and we're gonna go wild with Discover NEPA on this chilly April morning with the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission out of the Pleasant Mount Fish Hatchery. Now, 𝗏𝗏 and Megan Whitman have shown up. We're getting in the boat and we're checking nets. When we find walleye and perch, we're taking them back to the hatchery. Let's hit the water. Do you go back to the same ones year after year, same areas?
Mostly are tried and proven, but a lot of times too, we're kind of limited on shallow areas on this lake. It's so deep for boating and just naturally, because we want to stay around the 8 feet.
Is that it?
Just so it's easier to pick up. And any deeper, you're missing fish going over top anyway.
Gotcha. The wind kicked up as we got to the first net, but Megan and Doug got right at it. So what kind of net do you use and how do you decide where to put them?
We use what we call a trap net. There's different styles, but they're looking for a rocky shoreline with waves that agitate their eggs and keep them aerated. So we got a line that goes back to our boxes and funnel them in there, and every morning we gotta come back and check what's in their boxes.
Well, you got a lot of other kind of fish in there too.
All the time.
Perch?
Yep. Perch, we actually want to get back to the hatchery as well.
Really? You're keeping the perch?
Keeping the perch. We're doing a little raising of them as well, so just gotta put them in a tank and let them do their thing.
And that's
little smallmouth.
Yep.
So let's go in. Another pair.
Oh yeah. How long do you think you're going to be doing this?
You're probably here maybe 2 more weeks. So you're here towards the tail end, like I said, but it's...
So almost a whole month.
About a month. Quick little flurry, yeah.
So is it water temperature? What makes them spawn?
Water temperature's a big trigger, but we've kind of seen it also seems to go by daylight because it's still cold up there in Ledgedale, but they must be running before we can even get through ice.
Oh, no kidding. They'll
We're
run
not
under
hitting
the ice.
them there anymore.
Wow.
That or it's just changed so much. And I think they used to hang around it more and stage, and now they're just not doing it or something.
How many in that net? 3 and a bluegill?
1 walleye.
1 walleye?
One
oh,
walleye.
Yeah. Yep. Nice fish there. And what are those, suckers?
We got suckers and bluegills.
So what is it about this time of the year?
This time of year, the walleyes are pretty much towards the end, but they're still ripe and they're looking to spawn. But as we catch them, we can intercept that, bring them the right fish back to the hatchery and make them in a hatch in a controlled conditions and everything back there.
You weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. Aren't you just a little afraid?
I feel like I've been doing it for a little bit, so
Right.
I got a little more confidence in me, and I have a good person with me to help me along the way, make sure I don't go in.
Keystone, right?
Keystone, yes.
Grad?
Yes.
Nice job. And can you tell whether they're male or females once we pull them out of the nets?
You can. It's one little squeeze on the belly if you can't tell right away. If nothing comes out, it's probably a green female. A right female is going to be leaking eggs right away, and the males are already leaking as you pull them out. And that's the right female.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Yep.
So do you have a goal in mind? Like what would our goal be today?
Our goal, we're happy to have 20 fish in a net. We don't really hit them like other places will. And we don't have a total goal. We want to get as many as we can every year and just see what we can do with them.
So after checking all 4 nets, we had a, sorry for the pun, boatload of fish, and it was time to head back to the boat ramp. So we're back at the ramp. That box of fish is filled. In fact, you saw that Doug actually was letting them go because we had enough males and we were looking for females. So they're now being loaded on yet a different truck, and they're heading back to Pleasant Mount Fish Hatchery. That's for another story. Now, for this episode of Go Wild with Discover NEPA and all the other episodes, you can go to discovernepa.com or subscribe on YouTube.